The crossing over to the Finder, I'd been bugging Hart for a long time. Ever since we knew that Finder was actually going to become a show, I was like, I got to get on there. I got to get on there. So we just took a little break. We were down because lovely Emily was having her sweet baby boy. And so we had this time off, and during that I kept texting Hart and bugging him even more. So he finally said, fine. So he wrote me into the Finder. So Dr. Jack Hodgins gets to come down from DC to Miami and partner up with Walter and gang and try and figure some stuff out. Yeah, I mean, it is funny. Jack is just, of course, he's kind of obsessed with the idea that, well, he's definitely got conspiracy theory issues, and they do focus primarily around, aliens and extraterrestrial life. Whereas Walter is a conspiracy theorist also, but his is more based on, the man watching in corporations. So Hart was kind of like, oh, this will be really fun to get two conspiracy theorists in the same room. And so, yeah, so it became really enjoyable to have Hodgins bring his conspiracies down here. It's kind of fun because the Jeffersonian is down for a week while Cam is on vacation, and Angela and my little baby Michael on the show, they're off on this arts retreat. So Hodgins has some downtime, and instead of just taking a vacation and being mellow, this is how he decides to spend his time, trying to hunt down a possible UFO landing with Walter. Yeah, Jack is just like all about the aliens coming, and actually one of my favorite Bones episodes was aliens in a spaceship. So he's here because this is his off time, and he's trying to get Walter on board to help him find this possible UFO that's crashed, and he's pretty stoked, and it's really fun having two conspiracy theorists kind of like go head to head with different conspiracies. So it's been neat. It's a good dynamic between the two relationships. We're seeing Hodgins on the Finder even broader than we've seen him on Bones in terms of his excitement towards this. It really is his off time. It's not, and I also think that there's a lot of this is that everyone at the Jeffersonian laughs him off. When he starts talking about this stuff, it's so quick to kind of just be like, well, whatever. It's just Hodgins being a conspiracy theorist. Booth would never take him seriously. But Walter actually gives him a chance to explain himself, and he goes, yeah, okay, yeah, I buy it. So I think that's another reason why he's having a blast down here in Miami with Walter on this stuff. It's really, this guy, I've been very lucky in that I've had the chance to bounce around to a lot of different shows over the last many years, and these guys are they really are pretty amazing. I'm thoroughly impressed with them. All week I've been kind of giddy about the fact that I get to come here and play with them. Jeff's amazing. I mean, he's such a great lead of a show. It's like he was built for this. So I feel really, really lucky, and I'm really proud of them. It's like to have a new show and already have this great camaraderie and positive vibe on the set, and it really is kind of a fun place. I hope I get to come back again and again. I really do. Yeah, that really is what it is. I think that's what this industry is. At least that's what I think this industry is all about. Big kids getting a chance to play. Maybe some people forget that, but I think that's why we all got into it, We were saying, there's this thing that happens when you go on location and stuff where we're just invited to places that otherwise we'd never really get to see, and do things that otherwise we'd never get to do, and it's so fun. This is a really fun career. I think the sad part about it is that so many people don't get to do it often enough. That's when it really gets that's when it's tough. But God, when you're doing it, it's shocking that they pay you for it because it's so fun. But I don't really mean that. They should pay us. It's good they pay us. No, I think over the years, Hodgins especially. I mean, again, on the Finder, we're getting to see this kind of real conspiracy theorist come out again, and pretty wide, because Angela's off with the baby and the Jeffersonian is down for the week. But over there, he's really mellowed over the years. He really is kind of all about Angela, and now that Michael's around, he's all about Michael. I mean, I think he's going to be a really great dad, and it has mellowed him out. But I think the circumstances will be heightened enough that you'll see them, they're going to flounder, and they're going to mess up a lot, and I think that'll be really fun to see, actually. So it'll be neat, the dynamic between that couple with a baby and Booth and Brennan with their baby, and seeing these two families. But I think at the end of the day, Jack, he's a hardcore scientist like Brennan is. So when they're at work, they're at work, And and he can afford the best. That's the great thing about how Hart wrote this, is that everyone really has kept to themselves. You know, we're still dealing with the same conflicts and dramas we always did. There's just new cast members that happen to be this big.